Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Cody Burton, your source for all things Colorado real estate. And today we are up in Fort Collins to tour this beautiful home behind me. Custom build, coming in at nearly 12,000 square feet. This is the largest home we've toured to date, and I cannot wait to get it inside and show it to you. As always, a big thank you to the listing agent, Scott McIntosh with RE/MAX, for letting us tour this home today. Stepping inside, we're immediately greeted by these giant metal doors that set the stage for this home. You can see coming through, we have these really large wood beams that frame out this huge window behind us that beautifully sets the spotlight on the lake behind. So just off the entryway, we have this gorgeous billiards room with built-in cabinetry, this beautiful pool table, as well as a chess set here. And then behind me, you can see we have this really incredible wine bar. And one of the incredible things about this bar is it's not even your only wet bar in this home. It's just the first one. And if this is what the first one looks like, can you imagine what the rest of this home looks like? You can see behind me here, we have a Miele espresso maker. It's the level you would expect for a home like this, but it's a really unique touch to see in the wet bar area. So I've mentioned a few times now about the unique features in this home, and I always love seeing the creativity of a homeowner when they get to design a custom home, especially on this level. And this is a really cool one I haven't seen before. You can see this entire wall opens up to create more storage here. You have really tall storage. I don't know if the camera's picking that up completely, but I'm told the sellers use this to store their full-size, fully assembled Christmas tree, which is a great use. You know, it's always a pain putting it up, taking it down. What a nice feature just to be able to slide it into a closet this big and pull it out next year when the holidays roll around. So making our way down the hallway past that wet bar, we come to what I'm gonna call the owner's sitting room or the owner's parlor. It's just a really nice space before we branch out into the bedrooms on this side of the home to relax and unwind after a long day. You have a fireplace, and like we keep seeing through this home, you have gorgeous views all the way around. A unique thing about this home is we have a mirrored owner's suite, meaning we have a bedroom, bathroom, and shower on each side. You know, dual masters are something that have been a little bit uncommon, but it's something I'm starting to see more and more, and something that I feel like a high-end home buyer has started to look for. So we'll take a tour through one side, we'll respect the owner's privacy a little bit and not show the other side, but it'll give you a good idea because they are mirrored on both sides. So coming into the owner's suite here, you can really see what I'm talking about, how the view was kept front of mind through the entire design of this home. Look at these windows and how they just sweep around almost 180 degrees. It really takes a lot of intentionality to be able to have views like this in every room of the home. Designing a home to capture views like this is not easy. This is a really gorgeous master suite. I would love to be able to spend some time in here. So coming upstairs, we now have the music room, which is open to the lower level of the home. I'm told the current sellers used this to host bands when they had parties and things like that. And it just filled the home with music, created a really lively environment. And I love to think about this. A home this large, you really have so much space for entertaining, and it's really designed to do that. The way the home flows throughout, it's a very open layout and allows a nice movement of space, especially when you are hosting a large party. So I can totally see a band up here. I'd love to be invited to one of those parties sometime. So you also have 3 bedrooms on this level, each with an ensuite and a very generously sized closet. These are the sort of bedrooms you put guests that you really like in because they're never gonna wanna leave. These are better bedrooms than most of the masters we've seen in other property tours we've done. So coming across that beautiful large living room, we have this gorgeous kitchen where you have not only one but 2 really large islands. We have a farmhouse sink in the front island here, which is perfect to be able to do dishes, prep while hanging out with your company and being able to entertain at the same time. Behind me, you have this really large island with lots of storage, a butcher block countertop, which really gives it a nice warm feel in here, and it really complements the rustic cabinetry really well. And of course, we have these massive windows. Just like in every other room in this house, the view is really at front of mind here, and they've done a gorgeous job capturing it here. You know, so many people like to have a window above their sink in their kitchen, but look at these. You have 6 windows that are probably 8 feet tall each. Absolutely an incredible place to host a party, to prepare a meal, to have friends, family, company all around. So I keep saying in this tour, this home was built with entertaining in mind. And you can see that here in the second kitchen. This is a caterer's kitchen just behind the main kitchen I just showed you. And you really have a ton of space here. Any caterer is going to be happy with this. You have a full suite of appliances, both Wolf and Sub-Zero. So we haven't lost any quality from the main kitchen. And this is just such a nice feature to separate out when you are hosting a party. You can have your caterers back here. They're prepping, making noise, rushing around, and that leaves the main party space open from that. You are free of noise, you don't have all that clutter, and it just makes for a really nice, enjoyable space out there because you're keeping all the mess and the prep back here. This is definitely one thing that's a goal of mine for my next house, is to have some sort of caterer's kitchen. This is a really special one. In a property like this, it's no surprise we have an elevator, but it's always fun to show off. It's one of those things you just don't get in a lot of homes, but in a home like this, it's something you're going to expect. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the elevator, take it downstairs, and we'll pick back up down there. All right, so we had a trip down the elevator. Now let's see this level of the home. Going right through that door is going to take us to the gym, the separate living space, the mother-in-law suite, if you will, and the Jack Daniels room. So to my left, which we'll see just in a minute, is the home gym. Really nicely sized cork flooring, really done in a high-end manner, just like we've seen through the rest of this house. To my right, we have what's called the Jack Daniels room. So these owners aren't really into wine, it's not their thing, but they do enjoy whiskey. So we have a really unique space back there to sit and sip a Manhattan or an old fashioned at the end of the night. So now we're in the home gym that I mentioned just a minute ago. And one thing I really wanted to point out here is just how beautiful the views are. You know, typically the gym is not going to be somewhere that is prioritized in the layout of a home when you're designing it. However, the owners of this one really went above and beyond to make sure every room in this home has an incredible view, whether that's of the mountains to the west or the lake to the east. Every room feels special. Every view out a window feels like a painting with a special. Also on this level, we have a separate suite, perfect for a mother-in-law, a nanny, any sort of home help you need here. It has its own kitchenette, living room, as well as a bedroom and bathroom area. It's really nice in a home of this caliber to see something like this, because often you will have some live-in help. Like I said, whether that's a nanny or maybe a caretaker, it's really nice for them to have their own space that they can seal off while still being on the property and attached to everything else. It has its own entrance, as well as quick and easy access to the rest of the home. I hope you enjoyed this property tour as much as I did. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I have lots more videos coming soon. And if you are looking for your next dream home here in Colorado, I would love to help you find it. My phone number and email are on the screen as well as in the description below. Until next week, bye.